Hello friends, so we are on Thursday. At this point, you should be done completing your Thursday math review, but I will be going over your Wednesday math review. So I'm going to skip over the fraction question because it doesn't really show you a model here, so you can't really do this problem. But let's move on to the division problem. Find the quotient of 4,295 divided by 5. So we know quotient means we're just finding the result that we get when we divide this. So let's go ahead and set it up in long division. We're going to divide this by 5. So we're going to start with 4. Can I make groups of 5 if I have 4? I can't. So I'm going to have to use these two digits. So that's 42. So how many groups of 5 can I make if I have 42? Well, I know that 5 times 8 gives me 40, and 5 times 9 gives me 45. That's too much, so that means I can only make 8 groups. So I'm going to record that up here. 5 times 8 is 40. So I'm going to do 42 minus 40, which gives us a remainder of 2. And now we're going to regroup the 9. Okay, how many groups of 5 can I make if I have 29? Well, I know that 5 times 5 gives me 25. And 5 times 6 gives me 30. So I can make 6 groups because I only have 29. That means I can only make 5 groups. So I'm going to record that up here, 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Subtract that, which gives us a remainder of 4. Now I'm going to regroup down this 5 here in the ones place. And I'm going to ask myself that same question. How many groups of 5 can I make if I have 45? Well, we already have that up here. 5 times 9 gives me 45, which means I can only make 9 groups. So I'm going to record that up here. So 5 times 9 gives me 45. So 45 minus 45 means we don't have any remainders, and we're going to do a check. (25 plus 4 is 29). 5 times 8 is 40 plus 2 is 42. Okay, that matches what we started with, so we know our answer is correct. Okay, let's move on to the next question. We have here, which figure appears to have exactly one line of symmetry? I know that a line of symmetry is a line that divides the shape into two parts that can fold right on top of one another. So this side is different than this side, which means that there is no line of symmetry going vertically, and there is no line of symmetry going horizontally. So this one actually has 0 lines. So we can eliminate it. Ooh, we have a square. Well, we know that a square has a vertical line of symmetry, a horizontal line of symmetry, and it also has diagonal line of symmetry. So a square has 4 lines of symmetry. So that doesn't match what we're looking for. We're going to eliminate it. Next, we have this shape here, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. It's a pentagon. And I noticed that, see, this bottom part looks exactly like that top part here. So if we split this shape like that, I have 2 sides that are equal and they can fold right on top of one another. So that has 1 line of symmetry horizontally. Vertically, well, that's not going to match because we have one side here. That's just one line. And then we have a side over here which shows us this angle over here. So that's not equal, meaning it only has 1 line of symmetry. This shape right down here, it's a right triangle, but this right triangle doesn't seem like it has any equal sides, so it doesn't have any lines of symmetry, 0 lines. So it would be the same as A. So the only choice that we have that has 1 line of symmetry is C, the pentagon. Okay, let's move on. Down here. Which number has a 4 that represents a value 10 times greater than the value of the 4 in this number? Okay, so first I'm going to start finding the value of the 4 here, which is 400. I'm looking for a 4 that's 10 times this value. So I'm going to first multiply by 10 and see where that 4 should be in. So 400 times 10. I'm looking for a 4 that has a value of 4,000. So let's look at our choices here. This 4 is 40,000. That's not going to match. This 4 is 4,000. That matches, but let's look at all our choices. This 4 is a 40. That doesn't match. And this 4 is in the ones place. That doesn't match. The best answer we have is B. Okay, let's move right along. Which of the following represents 492,057 in expanded form? So expanded form is where we give each of these digits their value. Okay, so let's start. We have a 7 in the ones, a 5 in the 10, so this is going to have a value of 50. This is going to have a value of 200. This is going to have a value of 90,000. It's going to have a value of 400,000. Okay, so now I'm going to just match it up. So A, I see 400,000. I see 92,000. Okay. 50 and 7. Well, that matches what I have because I have a 9 in my 10,000s place and a 2 in the thousands place. So that's 2,000. That matches this over here. So let's look at the other choices. 90,000, yes, we have that. 2,000, yes, we have that. 400,000, yes, we have that. 50, yes, we have that. And 7, yes, we have that. Okay, so that one is also matching. Let's look at the next one. 400,000, yeah, we have that. We have 90,000. We don't have 20,000. We can eliminate that. 490,000, yeah, we have that. And 2,000, we have that, we have that, we have that. So it seems like A, B, and C both give us the value. But if we are looking exactly for expanded form, then we need to have each value written out. So the best choice for this one has to be B. Okay, check your work. All right, we're up to the last question. Which number would be 700,000 when rounded to the nearest 10,000s place? Okay, so we have to round each of these to the nearest 10,000s place, and it should give us 700,000. Okay, so let's look at the digits in the 10,000s place. Here we go. I'm just going to underline them. Okay. So over here, this is going to round to 650,000. This is going to round to, it's going to make the 9, the 6 is going to make the 9 round up. So this is actually going to round to 700,000. Okay, this 3 is going to make the 1 stay there. So we have 710,000. This 5 is going to make, this 2 is going to make the 5 stay there. So we have 750,000. So the only one that matches what we're looking for is B. Okay, go ahead and check your work now, guys. Good work today. Let's move on to our POD. We have POD number 2. This is in your packet. You just have to find it. It's behind week 1. So let's go ahead and read it, and we're going to begin organizing the facts. So we have the students in the Go Green Club started our school recycling program. In September, the students collected 80 pounds of paper. Okay, you can't see it. It's right there, 80 pounds of paper. And 20 pounds of cans to recycle. For October, their goal is to collect 3 times the amount of paper and 5 times the amount of cans they collected in September. If the club meets its goal, how many total pounds of paper and cans will the students collect in September and October combined? So just from reading the problem once, I already see that we're dealing with 2 months. We have whatever the club collected in September, and we have whatever the club collected in October. So now I'm going to read it again, and this time I'm going to mark it up, and I'm going to start listing out my facts. Okay. So we have the students in the Go Green Club started a school recycling program. In September, the students collected 80 pounds of paper. Okay, wait, so this is September. So I'm just going to write September. And we're finding that they collected 80 pounds of paper. Okay, let's keep reading. And 20 pounds of cans. Okay, and 20 pounds of cans. Great. For October, their goal is to collect 3 times the amount of paper. Okay, so wait a second, let's write that down. So for October, they want 3 times the amount of paper. Okay, I'm just going to write amount of paper. I could write P as a letter. Okay. And 5 times the amount of cans that they collected in September. So 5 times the amount of cans. I'm just writing. Do we know how much the club collected, the total amount of paper from September? We do. We know that from up here. It's 80. So we can just write this equation over as 3 times 80. And do we know the amount of cans that was already collected? We do. Right up here, 20. So we can just rewrite this equation as a number sentence, 5 times 20. Okay? So finally, the last thing the question is asking for is, if the club meets its goal, how many total pounds of paper and cans will the students collect in September and October? Combine. Combine, I know, is a word that means total, all together. So the final thing we're looking for is the total of September plus October. Alright guys, so check back in tomorrow. We will finish our POD and we will go over our Thursday math review. Good job, everyone.